Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense getting set for first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game change.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First down for the offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory. QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The Tide will get the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snap it to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Tate.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to the air one more time. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Judkins. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Milrow. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting them out early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that one.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the offense on first down. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Howard. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This offense has a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He makes the catch. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They keep attacking through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. Because
oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Milroe. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Alabama quickly back to the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it past the marker. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They want to throw it. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And, Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Check. White 94 slider choice. Ready, team.
With jet sweep pass. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On this opening possession, they'll face a third down and 5. Looking to pass. It's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up.
On third and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Bringing pressure. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To the air. It's Howard. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. And we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
First and 10 play coming up. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's caught downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Snags the quick throw. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He's running out of time here. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. running out of time in the pocket. And the defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Judkins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw it on first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25. And what a play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw. Requires a nice touch with a strong arm. And the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escaped, got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Caught on the outside. It's Henderson. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal goal. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Does a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Caught near the sideline. It's Tate. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. A completion makes it 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Howard. Makes a quick catch. The 1st down pickup, tackled at the 45.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Pulls it in. It's Judkins. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. In the clear at the 25. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble to his left. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Looking for the wideout. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. I'm going to tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The punt is away, and it's short, not what they were looking for. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Back to throw. It's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus